morning, everybody. Or I suppose, well, it's the afternoon for me. But I don't know, some of you might be watching this in the morning. I've got my coffee here, and I'm having a good time. And I've decided that for the rest of these videos, I'm gonna be putting two drawings in each video, because I realize that these videos really aren't that long, and I feel like a lot of people don't really want to bother watching a video unless it's at least like 5 or 6 minutes long. At least I don't. I don't like watching videos that are super short, but I also don't like watching ones that are super long. So I'm trying to find a good middle ground, and it also ends up a bit more fun for me if I can make them a little bit longer. It gives me more time to rant and say nothing. But I think it's pretty fun to have a little bit longer. I'm hoping that sometime soon I can make some videos that aren't these. I know I keep saying that in every voiceover, but things have gotten a little hectic in my house at the moment, and so I haven't really been able to sit down and make I don't think anyone wants tutorials from me. I don't think anybody wants that, but even just, I really have been meaning to try doing some more traditional stuff, because I've been drawing a lot traditionally lately, what with being in art classes in my college and all that, you have to draw traditionally a lot more. So I've been working on doing that, and hopefully that way I'll have a bit more content for everybody, and I'll be able to branch out a little bit. Because I feel like these Procreate recordings get a little old for some people. I feel like watching it in this format probably gets a bit boring. So I'm gonna mess with that a little bit. And then also, on top of that, I have been meaning to do a sort of trying out free or cheap art programs video, because I know that a lot of people tend to look for that. They look for some free art programs, and I don't want... It's not going to be like a jokey video, it's going to be more of me trying to find legitimately good free art programs that people can use if they have a tablet or something like that. So that way, because an iPad's expensive. If you've bought the iPad, you don't really want to keep spending money on the software you're using. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog barking. She's a beagle, and so she barks quite a bit. That's just how she do. It's how a beagle do. So yeah, hopefully that'll be coming out relatively soon, or I guess as soon as I can do that and have time to sit down and do that. So yeah, you can look forward to that coming hopefully pretty soon. And hopefully within the next couple of weeks at least. I have these as a nice fallback sort of thing, like something to put up to have content coming out every week until I can manage to make something a bit newer and more exciting. As always, if you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and pop them in the comments below if you'd like to. And while you're down there, why don't you hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and maybe hit that good old like button. Typical YouTuber stuff to say. Do I count as a YouTuber yet? How many subscribers do you have before you count as like a YouTuber? Is there like a number? Or am I just being dramatic? I really gotta start doing stuff during the week so I have something to talk to you guys about. Because this must get boring, just listening to me say nothing this whole time. It really must. Maybe I'll start making music in GarageBand again, so I can put some music in there at the end when I run out of stuff to say for you, so that way you guys at least have that. Or I guess you could always just mute me and play whatever music you wanted. I don't know your music taste. Maybe the music I pick is even worse than my voice. I don't know how you feel. I want to know how you feel. I want to respect your feelings. So if you want to tell me your feelings, write down, even if they're mean. You can be mean to me. I can handle it. I'm a big girl. That's not good permission to give a YouTube audience. But granted, only 1 or 2 of you have ever really commented much of anything. You've been perfectly sweet the entire time. So I really have no reason to expect that you'd be anything but wonderful, sweet people. I'm running out of stuff to say, and I'm sorry for that. But I've honestly recorded this. I've recorded this voiceover like 3 times, and my dog has been chewing on a water bottle through 2 of them, and somehow I didn't notice until I was listening to it. And at this point, I think I'd rather just record this and kind of move on with my life here. The funny thing is, a lot of people, this is the sheep, and a lot of people, he's their favorite design, which is funny to me because he's the one I struggled with the most the whole time I was doing it. Like, he was very difficult for me to figure out, but a lot of people really like him, which I'm glad for. That's always how it seems to work, is that the designs and the characters that you like the least are usually the ones that people love. And maybe it's because they can tell that the character isn't getting the love they deserve from you. And so I've done that. I have done that with my friends' characters before. Gotten very angry because my friend didn't love them as much as I felt like they should. So maybe that's what it is. But he's definitely going to get a nice little redraw at some point. Just to give him a less uncomfortable looking pose. He just looks very cramped and uncomfortable, and I pretended like that's what I meant to do during my final when I had to present everything, but it wasn't. The magic of becoming an art student is that you figure out very quickly how to pretend like something was intended when it wasn't. But other than that, I think we are all done. I think that's everything. So I hope you guys have a good night, or I guess a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.